Life moves fast, and so should the answers to your biggest questions. Welcome to Endo Batteries Quick Connect, your direct line to expert insights. Short, powerful, and right to the point. You send in the questions, I bring in the experts, and in just 5 minutes, you get the knowledge you need. No long episodes, no extra time needed. And just remember, expert opinions shared here are for general information and not for personalized medical advice. Always consult your provider for your case-specific guidance. Got a question? Send it in, and let's quickly get you the answers. I'm your host, Alana, and it's time to connect. Today, I'm joined by my expert guest, Dr. Abhishek Mangeshikar, a leading endometriosis specialist and minimally invasive gynecologic surgeon from Mumbai, India. He's the founder and director of the Indian Center for Endometriosis and has extensive expertise in treating deep infiltrating endometriosis through advanced laparoscopic techniques. With training in neuropelviology and thousands of complex surgeries performed, Dr. Mangs is passionate about a patient-first, multidisciplinary approach to care. I'm thrilled to have him join me today to share his expertise. Let's dive in. In your opinion, do you feel like you see endometriosis and its severity vary based on culture, geographical location, or the different foods in different cultures?
We do know that endometriosis has definitely got a genetic component to it. So there is a gene passed down. But whether that gene expresses itself has a lot to do with epigenetics and probably environmental, dietary, hormonal, stress. And I don't mean just mental stress. It could be physiological, inflammatory stress that causes whether the disease grows, how it expresses itself, and how aggressively it can grow and spread that determines these certain phenotypes of disease. The short answer is we don't know yet. There should be a lot more studies going on about this, but it's very difficult to get a widespread diaspora, multicultural, multi-diverse population to study.
Yeah, and I would imagine that part of that comes down to access to care too, because I know in different parts of the world, care is not really accessible for a lot of people. So I think it's probably hard to really get a good study based off of what we currently have. It's like care is not accessible for a lot of people in a first world country, let alone a third world country.
Actually, I think you kind of nailed it, or you hit the nail on the head, because when you would see more advanced disease from the lower economy populations compared to the US or Europe or Australia, where they would get early primary care. So, they would have the cysts dealt with earlier, and the deeper disease, which is more complex and very few people can treat, that kind of gets left behind and filtered through. Whereas in the other populations like India, the Middle East, Africa, Asia, they would not have such early access to care, or there would be delays in diagnosis and treatments. So you would see more advanced disease in those cases, especially when it had to do with cysts in the ovaries affecting the tubes, or even uterine disease that's being allowed to progress because of the inertia of the medical systems in those countries.
That's a wrap for this Quick Connect. I hope today's insights helped you move forward with more clarity and confidence. Do you have more questions? Keep them coming. Send them in, and I'll bring you the expert answers. You can send them in by using the link in the top of the description of this podcast episode, or by emailing contact@endobattery.com or visiting the endobattery.com contact page. Until next time, keep feeling empowered through knowledge.